Hi, I'm Andrea Walters, class of 2009, and today I'll be showing you how to make garlic grilled shrimp, a quick and easy meal for any weeknight or weekend. This meal comes together with just a few simple ingredients: olive oil, tomato paste, lemon juice, fresh basil, garlic, fresh parsley, salt, black pepper, and a little bit of cayenne for a kick. This recipe is one of my favorites because of how quickly it comes together. We're going to start with olive oil and pour in 1/3 of a cup. And I like to do all the liquid ingredients together. So next we're going to add some lemon juice. And if you don't have a squeezer, you can just squeeze them into a bowl. Make sure you take the seeds out. And we just need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. All right, let's see if we've got enough. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so 1/2, 1 1/2, 2. We'll do a little bit more just for good measure. All right, now we're gonna add our tomato paste. And we're gonna do 1 tablespoon. And the best thing about cooking is that it doesn't have to be precise like baking does. All right, so now that we've got our wet ingredients, we're gonna give it a good stir. Just get that tomato paste broken up into the olive oil. All right, now that the tomato paste is broken up quite well, we can start adding in our other ingredients. I'm just gonna get these out of the way. And we're gonna add some fresh basil. I like to just roll up my basil and then chop it up pretty thinly. And we just need 1 tablespoon of basil. Because this is going to be a marinade, I like to make sure it's in really small pieces. All right, that looks about right. Just gonna reuse this. Perfect, and like I said, if it's more or less, you can also adjust to taste, so we're just gonna dump that in there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna save the garlic for a moment. We're gonna go over to the fresh parsley. So again, with the fresh parsley, we just wanna give it a really good chop, and we're looking for 2 tablespoons here. And then if you have enough parsley left over, it's really nice to use as a garnish at the end. I've got some in the refrigerator, so I'm just gonna get all of this chopped up. I think this is more than enough. And again, just in really fine pieces. Okay. Now we're just gonna, again, plop it in our 1 tablespoon, and then we'll do a 2nd tablespoon. Just kind of press it in there. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna move on to our garlic. All right, we're gonna add 5 cloves of garlic, and I like to use a microplane or a zester. I just find that it allows the garlic to really come through in the marinade. But if you don't have a microplane or a zester, you can just mince your garlic using a knife. And if there are some bigger chunks that fall in there, that's totally fine. And once we're done with this last clove here, we're just gonna give it a really good whack. Get as much of that garlic off as we can. All right, so now that we've added our garlic, our basil, and our parsley, we are going to add our salt, pepper, and cayenne. So we're just going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I like to use sea salt, but if you just have regular table salt, that's fine as well. And then we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And because my husband loves when things have a little bit of a kick, we're going to add a little less than half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Once we've added the spices, we will give this one last stir. And then I like to use a shallow dish to put the shrimp in so that the marinade is really even. So we're just going to pour this right over the top. We're just gonna spread this around a little bit. Make sure all the shrimp is covered. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So now we're just going to cover the shrimp and put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. And while the shrimp is marinating in the refrigerator, I'm gonna go ahead and get the grill started and also put some rice in the rice cooker. We like to use jasmine rice, but you can use white rice or brown rice or quinoa, really any starch you want. All right, our shrimp has marinated for 20 minutes, so it's time to stick it on some skewers. Okay, I am just finishing up my last skewer here. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of marinade left in the bowl. So I'm just gonna pour it over here just to get all that extra flavor before we head out to the grill. All right, our grill is nice and hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some nonstick spray on there. This is at about 400 degrees. And we're just going to lay our skewers on the grill, and these only need about 2 to 3 minutes per side. While our shrimp is on the grill, we can go ahead and get our garlic butter created. So we're gonna take 4 tablespoons of butter and get that melted, and then add in some garlic and parsley. Now that our 4 tablespoons of butter are melted, we're going to take 1 more garlic clove and use the microplane or zester and just grate that garlic right into the butter. Again, if you don't have a microplane or a zester, just mince the garlic and throw it in there. All right, we're gonna give this a good smack to get it off. Okay, and then we're just gonna throw in a little bit of that chopped parsley that was left over from before. Leave a little bit for garnish, and we're just gonna give it a quick stir. All right, it's been 2 minutes on one side, so we're gonna go ahead and flip these over. Now that these are all flipped over, we're gonna give them another 2 minutes. All right, it's been 2 minutes, so our shrimp should be done. Awesome, we're just looking for that nice pink flavor, and these look really great. We're gonna go ahead and take them off. Now, if your grill didn't get as hot as mine, if you're in that 300 to 350 range, you may need to leave them on a little bit longer. All right, let's go plate these up. It's time to plate our meal. Our rice is all done, so we are going to put a nice bed of rice on the plate. Alright, I'm just gonna spread this around a little bit. Then we can take our shrimp skewer and place it right on top. My husband's a big eater, so I'll give him 2. And then we're just gonna top this off with a bit of that garlic butter. And the parsley will look really nice as the butter kind of dissolves into the rice and into the shrimp. want to get fancy, we can just drizzle some extra parsley right on top. And our garlic grilled shrimp is ready to enjoy. And we'll be enjoying our meal tonight with a beautiful sunset over the mountains.